Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day one of COD Week, an exclusive series of this week and this week only. I'm going to be showing every Call of Duty from the past Call of Duties here every day. And today, we have a classic. We have a fan favorite of many, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. And this game, I really did enjoy. I never did play in its limelight, in its actual series, but going back and playing it, it's really fun, it's awesome, and I like to think of it as the start of Call of Duty multiplayer. Yeah, you have Call of Duty 3 and 2, but I feel like as if this game in particular, full multiplayer, really did start the franchise for multiplayer that everybody loved. It was really simple. You had 3 kill streaks. You didn't have too many guns to choose from. The shotguns, you only had 2 shotguns, and the assault rifles, really, a lot of people liked the M16, but here I'm using the G36C because I really like this gun in the Modern Warfare series. It's one of my favorite guns. And Call of Duty 4, that's what it was. There was simplicity because nobody knew really what to add to it, so they just really added whatever they thought would be fun and awesome. The maps, they were also pretty simple. They're not really too colorful and too amazing. Nothing too much happening on the maps for, but everyone still really liked this game. And I feel as if everybody's first Call of Duty was their favorite. And a lot of people, this was their first Call of Duty, and they didn't really see anything wrong with it. People, the only complaint that I've heard from Call of Duty 4 is the frag times 3. If you guys don't remember, you got times 3 frags or whatever it was. I'm not really sure. I wasn't really playing during the time of the actual Call of Duty 4, in the actual Call of Duty 4 time. But a lot of people still liked it, even with that problem. There was no grenade launching. There was none of that. So a lot of people didn't really find anything wrong with it, and they just really do enjoy it. A lot of people think that every Call of Duty should be like this. I don't know how it should be with the only 3 kill streaks, because the only 3 kill streaks you get in Call of Duty 4 is the radar, which is a 3 kill streak, mortar team or an airstrike, which is a 5 kill streak, and a helicopter, which is a 7 kill streak. And what's awesome about the helicopter is after you kill yourself, you can actually use that helicopter in the new life, and actually get stackable kill streaks. So I don't know if you guys knew that. You guys probably did, but if you actually do kill yourself, or if you die and you still have that helicopter, you can call that in, and if you get a 3 kill streak from that helicopter, you can actually get another radar. So a quick tip in case you want a tip for a 5-year-old game. Let's go back to the actual game in multiplayer. So the multiplayer, there weren't really overpowered guns. The M16 was a pretty powerful gun, but some people don't count it as overpowered. They just thought of it as a really good gun. The M16 over the past years of Call of Duty really did take a letdown, take a dive as terms of power, especially in the newer Call of Duties, well, specifically Modern Warfare 3, but with the new buff that they had a long time ago. The M16 was actually pretty powerful. What I also like about Call of Duty 4 is, you see right there, see that golden Desert Eagle? I love that. The Desert Eagle is one of my favorite sidearms in Call of Duty history. With the gold camo, it's just one of my favorite sidearms because it's just so powerful, even against Juggernaut. That's another thing. A lot of people thought Juggernaut was a stupid idea, or just thought it was so dumb because you're adding health to it. It's just I don't really like running into it. That's why I have stopping power on, and second chance. That was another thing. And one other thing. Okay, I'm starting to find more and more problems with Call of Duty 4. Another thing is martyrdom or martyrdom, whatever it was. That, I hate that, especially if I keep killing the same guy over and over and over again, because it's not a death streak, it's an actual perk. You can actually have it on your player, so that means there's a lot of grenades just flying around, and you can easily die by it. I don't think there's like a flapjacket perk. I haven't played Call of Duty 4 too much, but martyrdom was, I hated that. I hate that in Call of Duty 4, especially if you're killing the same guy over and over and over again. And also, I hate that. I hate how the host can end the game. So let's go on to a new game on this grassy land map. This map is actually really good considering all the amount of green, because I don't really like maps with a bunch of green on it, but the map plays well and the graffiti does add some color to it. And the map does play well, so I know the map doesn't look too well, but it actually does play well. I'm using the awesome M16 here. You'll see how powerful it is compared to the other M16s in the Call of Duties. This M16 takes the cake, especially with stopping power. But that's besides the point. I'll talk more about the M16 and the other Call of Duties. But the perks as terms of Call of Duty 4, there were a lot of perks, but not as much as World at War. But Juggernaut and stopping power, I think, were the tier 2 that most people used. I run into so many people with Juggernaut, and I don't really blame them because not a lot of people play this game. So in case they want to have that extra advantage, and having the extra advantage of having health rather than bullet penetration, I guess really does tickle their fancy in this case. But I prefer stopping power and extreme conditioning. I usually use the normal setup, normal perks. The guns I normally run for Call of Duty 4 is the M16. I'm starting to use the M16 more because I heard it was really good, especially against Juggernaut with stopping power. So I thought, you know, why not? And it is really good. But I prefer the G36C. I'm more of an automatic rather than 3-round burst. But I'm shifting over to the M16. As terms of the players and this other game modes, I really regret never actually playing it in its limelight. I really regret it because I wonder how it is actually going up against real hardcore Call of Duty 4 players. Because now I'm just playing against the bits and scraps of people that are either in a midlife crisis for Call of Duty 4 in the Call of Duty series. They're in a midlife crisis. Or people that just bought the game and they're just now playing it, even though it's 5 years old, but they're now just playing it. I don't know what, but I can handle myself in this in Call of Duty 4. I can handle myself pretty well. I'm not the best player at it as terms of the newer Call of Duties I am, but I can hold myself against it. I use stopping power. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people like Juggernaut, whatever, yada yada yada. I mean, I can get my kill streaks. I can get my kill streaks, no problem. Just you know that one guy. You know that one guy that's just amazing at Call of Duty 4 at any time, and you just happen to be on the other team against him. Yeah. And also one other thing. Call of Duty 4, I'm starting to notice, it's not really hacked as much as it was maybe a year or two ago. I don't know why, but I think less and less people are starting to hack the game because there's really no need for hacks anymore. People want to play this game either for nostalgic or if they're going through a midlife Call of Duty crisis. They want to play it to have fun, not for hacks, not for any of those reasons. I mean, yeah, you run into those hackers once in a while, and the game does look gross if you get all that trash text on it. You know, with the trash text with the multiple colors saying this guy's a beast, this guy gave me hacks. Yeah, that's lame. I hate it. And I really did wish I played in the limelight of Call of Duty 4 because I picture it would have been awesome. Granted, it's simple, but it is the start of Call of Duty. It is the grandfather of Call of Duty and everything. And no one really knew what to put in it. No one really thought of any bullcrap stuff that they could give to the lower, less good players. So I think that's why people thought that this game was really good. Snipers, I don't really run into too many snipers. I really run into mainly M16s. And really, I don't mind getting killed by an M16 because it is pretty good. And that's what's good about the guns in here. That a lot of the guns can hold out. I love sniping here on occasions. It's really hard because I gotta wipe the dust off, and look at that spawn. Infinity Ward still bringing bad spawns even to 2007 games, but a lot of people bag on Infinity Ward because they want to see another game like Call of Duty 4. They see Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. They complain, why can't we have another game like Call of Duty 4? Well, if you don't remember, in Modern Warfare 2, I don't know about Black Ops 1, but in Modern Warfare 2, they had a game mode called Bare Bones, which had a 3, 5, and 7 kill streak. So, technically, you kind of, if you got pissed off from the Modern Warfare 2 kill streaks, you kind of did have a Call of Duty 4 feel, kind of. I can't really say it was the same feel with all the new guns, but honestly, this game, it's not the best game in my opinion. I can't play this game hours upon hours like some people, but it is a fun game. I really like it. It's a classic. That's all I have to say. And that wraps up day 1 of Call of Duty week of Call of Duty day 1. Come back tomorrow for World at War for day 2. My name is WACK, and I am signing out for tonight.